But if a woman lies about a man raping her or SAing her, she should go to jail. She should serve jail time because she ruined that man's whole life. She should go to jail. Men don't even go to jail for committing the crime. They don't even go to jail for actually doing that. This phenomenon that y'all love to fantasize about women lying about being SA'd, happens way less than y'all think it does. But you know what happens a lot? Women actually getting SA'd and nothing, absolutely no punishment is placed on the man that did it. No jail time, a slap on the wrist, and then he gets to go back out in society. That woman gets traumatized forever. Even if this whole women lying about getting SA'd happened even a little bit more, this whole bullshit idea that it's going to ruin the man's life forever is exactly what I just said. Bullshit. Women are
you're teasing me. Naughty.
Often never believed in a courtroom when it comes to stuff like that. He'll actually be fine. I'm not going to sit here and act like that could never happen, that a woman would never lie on a man about him essaying her. I'm just saying, how about let's actually get those men that do that to get proper punishment before we start trying to wish punishment on women who lie about it.
What do you mean by that?
You haven't slept with a woman in how many days? You haven't felt the gentle touch of a woman in how many days? You haven't been loved by a woman in how many days? The male loneliness epidemic, I have the solution. The women who still like dating men need to be dating multiple men. We need to follow in the footsteps of the polygamous Mormons, because I grew up Mormon, and the way they justified polygamy in the early days of the church was men were dying off from war. There wasn't enough men to go around to spread the seed. Well, guess what? We have that problem now, baby. Except that there's not enough women to go around. And then there's men who don't want to change and they just watch their manosphere podcast bros and don't go to therapy. That only leaves the women who still do want to date men. So those women should date more of you so you all get attention.
Whoa, are you freaking kidding me? Guys, look at this. This is the final boss of delusion. For real. This lady is telling us that the solution to the fabricated male loneliness epidemic is to share women. Are we for real? Let that sink in, guys. She's telling you that instead of holding women accountable for sharing the top 10% of men, average men need to accept being cocks and sharing women who still like dating men. Where the hell did this woman come up with this crazy idea? Guys, you can't make this shit up. You know what? Yes, we can validate that society is changing and dating is frustrating for everyone right now. This particular solution that she made is borderline toxic insanity.
And you should be yelling at those manosphere leaders that have the wife in the one-sided monogamous relationship where she can't date guys, but he can date other women, because he's stealing women off the market. Good-hearted, beautiful women who want to date you are getting taken by him because he's a greedy man. You should yell at him, because we're in a female attention scarcity zone, baby. The only people to blame are the men stealing all the girls and the girls who still like dating men, because they could be dating more of you.
She's aggressively shaming men who want traditional monogamous relationships. Guys, notice her language. She calls men who want exclusivity greedy. She shames men for watching manosphere podcasts and tells them that, you know what, they need therapy. Guys, are you for real? Therapy in this context is just a buzzword used to shame men into compliance. A lot of these ladies, they want you weak. They want you agreeable. They want you to pay for the dates, to be the emotional tampon, and accept a woman who is seeing through other guys while calling it empowerment. They want you to accept the bottom barrel behavior of women and just take it for what it is. This is some weird ass gaslighting. Guys, let's do the math here. You see, we need to understand this. There is no such thing as female attention scarcity because men are taking women off the market. Hell no. There's a scarcity because 80% of modern women are fiercely competing for the top 20% of men. The guys that she is mad at, the successful men who demand monogamy from women they commit to, are simply exercising their own options. Men are biologically hardwired for monogamy when it comes to raising a family, because we want our legacy. We don't want to share. We don't want to be suspecting or asking questions about every kid that drops out of you. What this woman is doing is basically this. She's projecting modern female hypergamy onto men. She wants to flip the script so that women can have endless rosters while better males foot the bill. Basically, they look for a useful idiot. And so guys, if you do not want to be that idiot that she wants to string along with other guys paying her bills, do not ever let a woman shame you for having boundaries. Do not let them gaslight you into thinking that your desire for a loyal monogamous woman is toxic, stand your ground, improve your value, and of course, completely ignore the manipulative shame-based rhetoric that most of these girls put out there just to keep you controlled and compliant. Hell no.
Ladies, I think we should be the ones to make the first move on a date with a guy. And don't get me wrong, we love a healthy masculine. We love a man to take initiative and take the lead. But when it comes to like the first move, as in the first kiss that we are anticipating on the date, if there's a vibe and we're both into each other, I think that the woman should do it. And you might be thinking like, you're too nervous. There's nerves on both sides. He's nervous too. You're nervous, he's nervous. You're both nervous. If there's a vibe between you and you're like kind of building that anticipation, it's gonna happen. It's like you're already kind of playing a game of like, oh, who's gonna do it first?
On the surface, I can appreciate her for wanting to relieve the pressure of the guys, yes. And yes, I understand that first dates are practically nerve-wracking for almost everybody, right? But guys, listen to the underlying energy here. When she says, I think women should do it, I like to break the silence and all that. Guys, this is almost purely borderline masculine dominant energy. What she's doing here is that she wants to control the pace. She wants to dictate the interaction. And I need to understand that when the woman takes the lead like this, she fundamentally disrupts the natural polarity of the relationship. It might seem like a fun moment at the beginning, but eventually she will resent the man for not stepping up and being the masculine leader that you, the man, you're supposed to be.
What I like to do when I'm on first date and I want to kiss someone and we're in that eye contact, we're looking at each other and there's that sexual tension that we feel, I like to break the silence by saying, do you want to make out? And just the look on their face, like they light up. They light up and they smile and it's just like, I do want to make out. I'm glad you said that.
You see, the truth is this, women want to be led. Even the ones who claim that they want to be the boss in the relationship. And frankly speaking, if you let her play the man's role, she will eventually dry up and leave it for a guy who actually takes charge. Because a lot of these ladies, they are weird in that way. They want to be the boss, but trust me, they want you to lead. So do not get it twisted.
Yes, I am pissing. Anyways, let me just tell you guys about this guy that I met at a bar. I'll probably delete this tomorrow, but anyways, he literally asked me if I had a bush. If you can't handle a bush, you can't handle my sparkling, prickly personality. But also, for that to be a question that you asked someone at the bar, crazy behavior. And then he actually was smart enough that he was like, let me put my number in your phone. And I was like, oh, he texted himself from my phone. That was actually a good one. You got me on that. And then he's like, we're going out on Sunday. And I was like, we are not going out on Sunday. I'm not going out with you on Sunday. And then I hear him talking to his friend because he's not slick. He's not slick with it. He's like, she's kind of a bitch, but she looks like she's a really good time. Period. And I am. Just not for you. That's how the dating world is. If you're out at the bar on a Friday night, someone's going to ask you if you have a bush. Just answer yes, because then maybe he'll go away. Yeah, that's my person chat for a Friday night.
Just shut up and blow him. Just like physically shut your mouth and then choose to reopen it. Do not say anything, but just to insert him in your mouth. Because when I say that if we just shut up sometimes and did less nagging and more gagging, hey, things will actually start happening.
Now guys, this is an interesting take. And I'm sure that radical feminists would literally have a meltdown over her statement. But what this woman did was just hand you the ultimate unfiltered cheat code to male psychology. Less nagging, more gagging. It is crude, it is raw, it is highly controversial, yes, but it is deeply rooted in biological truth. What she's basically saying is this. She's saying that men value peace and intimacy over almost anything else. Not your degrees, not your high-paying job, not all that shit, no, that crap, no. Because you see, the modern feminist agenda tells women to constantly challenge their men, argue, nag, and treat relationships like some kind of corporate power struggle. And you know what? That is going to exhaust a lot of guys out there. Because as an average guy, we fight the world all day. We don't want to come back home and fight our own woman. Hell no.
The curtains you want hung will get hung. The leaves you want blowed or raked, however you want clean up, those things will get done if you stop nagging and do more gagging. So just shut up and stop reminding him and inspire him to do it. Because once he realizes that he will get more rewards by doing the things you want done instead of being punished for not doing them, it will happen. It's just giving him the inspiration to do it. And I know it's a hard concept to just shut up, but hear me out. If you do it, it will happen. If you just stop reminding him and inspire him, things will get better. So just basically shut the fuck up.
Yes, this woman kind of understands that if you give a guy a peaceful environment, stroke his ego, and satisfy his physical needs. That man will literally move mountains just for you. He will basically buy the curtains, fix the sink, and provide a world for you. It is not about subjugation. Hell freaking no. No, no, no. It is about inspiration through natural gender dynamics. It is about a woman just being a woman, being feminine in her own way. Men are simple creatures. All you need to do, respect your guy, bring peace to his life, and maintain physical intimacy. That is it. There is no more addition to that. You can put in some additional beautiful things, but it is just that simple. As a lady, you need to stop listening to a ton of these bitter women out there who want you to fight your man all day, and start listening to women who actually know how to keep one. Guys, you need to be aware of the kind of girl that you're dating. Otherwise, you'll find yourself getting the short end of the stick in that relationship. But then again, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section.